Welcome back. First Alert local news everywhere. Neenah City Council voting 7-1 in favor of drafting an ordinance that would permit gas stations to sell beer and wine.
Members of the City Council say the ordinance has kept some well-known chains from doing business in the city, including Quick Trip, while others say it may harm locally owned alcohol stores.
My worry is that this will be a death knell for the small mom and pop owned businesses.
I would hope that our friends that have the liquor stores would not be overly damaged, as the grocery stores wouldn't be, as the pharmacies wouldn't be.
Neenah's City Council may have that ordinance drafted by next month or September. We will continue to follow that story and First Alert you as we learn more. Now,